presentation, starting from childhood till the child is in the university and beyond it also.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Can I stop the sharing?
Sure, madam. Sure.
Yeah. So, what do we do next? Q&A sessions, anything?
Anyone who would like to ask any questions should definitely come forward. Another request, madam.
So,
Maybe it's 2 hours now. If people are asking now, let them. Or I think we should have one more session for Q&A. At least only for Q&A. If
okay,
you are,
one quick question from me.
Yeah.
Did it meet all your expectations or not?
Absolutely, it met. It was completely exhaustive. So I have the recording of this, madam. So let's say we have missed something. I'll upload it on the YouTube. So it is like a future reference to all of us who are planning to start. So parents who are planning seriously, they can. It is like a database, a skeleton which are given us. And when you add up other materials, where do we look forward? And we have the junior group. I think you should be actively contributing there, something or the other, some post about the academics of the child. How did you plan? Some forwards. Like we keep forwarding the financial aspect, which is definitely important. But this other aspect is also equally more important.
Sure, I'll do that.
Madam, it was excellent presentation. I attended since beginning. My son is in CBC, 7th grade, and we, like me and my wife, thoroughly got all the information, whatever is needed. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Madam, one quick question from me. A child, see, we are, as a parents, we are supporting from each and every aspect. Even the child is trying his best. Suppose whatever we do, the scores are around 80-85%. What are the chances of getting into any of the universities in US? Is it possible or not possible at all?
So, which grade, sir, now?
Now he is in 8th.
8th. 85% is easy to get in US. No worries about that, sir. No worries at all. Easily.
So, because the way you are explaining, it was only every university 90-95 and above you are speaking. That's, what about for 80-85%?
No, you will get, because as I told you, academics are not the only things. That academics is one of the criteria. What they look at the extracurricular activities.
Is there anything like cutoff marks for university, US universities?
No. For US, no, nothing like that. Even 80s are good. But as I told you, they are not looking at someone who's a master of all. They look at how deep. If a child has 1 or 2 skills which they can really prove that they are good at, that's more than enough.
So if a child is studying in India, CBSE, preparing for NEET or JEE, still they can plan US also along side by side.
Yes, US also they can plan, but the way they are going to be studying for JEE is going to be different from what they are going to be studying for SAT. Because SAT exams, if you see, there'll be a lot of it's like a reading comprehension, same like your reading comprehension. So you'll have passages after passages which you'll have to sit and read and answer the questions accordingly. So JEE is not like that. JEE will have to have a faster thinking. So the way you're going to prepare for SAT and for JEE is going to be different. So if the child is very keen on doing JEE, then I will say be there only.
No, suppose
if at all,
they're planning only for the US universities and they try hard. And suppose if they don't get into any universities, they are not prepared for anything like IIT JEE. So what next?
Can you come again? The first half of the question I want again.
No, so from 12th, so from the 10th, they plan only for US universities. As you said, they go according to the US universities, they prepare, and they don't prepare for IIT or JEE. So then after 12th, whatever they try, they don't get any position in any of the universities in US. Next, what's the next?
That can never happen. That can never happen at all, because definitely there are a lot of universities where they want international students. So of late it has increased. Canada, I can accept it is less. Singapore less, but Germany and Paris, And US, there are a lot of universities. As I said, there are even tier 3 universities where even 1300 SAT score is enough. If the child has got good English skills and able to do maths well, then they can even go for a crash course of the SAT and all that. Even though last 1 week of SAT, last 15 days of SAT exams, they can do, because it's after all only English and maths they have always been learning from the beginning. So with little bit of time, at least 2 weeks of preparation, if they go, they can definitely crack. So even tier 3 universities you can look at. So there's no way that the child will be not offered in any of the universities. Maybe your choice of university should not be very small in number. Choose at least about 5 to 6 universities.
Okay. And one last
If the
question.
child is, if the child has got an excellent portfolio and scoring well, see, even places like MIT, they don't want a child to be scoring 99. So they want a child who will score 90, but will be into some innovation project. The child would have developed an app or something like that. They want to know how much of knowledge you have and how you have involved that in the community.
Okay. One last question, madam. Suppose if we are unable to get any scholarships, what's the maximums, the fees it's going on right now?
So currently, per due is around $50,000 to $55,000 per year.
Per year, it comes around 50-55. This is only the tuition, or including everything, it comes around, madam?
So usually we say what is given on the Google is your college fees, tuition fees, and the accommodation will be separate. But generally, no, it is always whatever is available on the website. Along with it, make it as 1.5. So if I say $50,000 to $55,000, make it into 1.5, because visa cost, accommodation cost, pocket money here and there. So you have to be prepared for extra 50% of it.
Okay.
And the answer to your previous question, if the child doesn't get into any of the universities, that can never happen. As I told you, it may be you have aimed for very big universities. So rather, we can always keep a second tier university or even third tier university. Fine, that's also possible. And child is not able to go to JEE also, they can always take a gap year. There are many students who are very good, but who want to wait for a year and think, because they say, I have not had time to even think what I want to. I've been monotonously going to school and coming back. So now I need time to sit and think what I want to do in life. And then they take off very well. They take off. So
Okay.
that is also possible.
Doing direct engineering in US and doing engineering in India and going for post graduation, any difference?
No, sir. No, I will not. Both are fine. Absolutely fine. But if the child wants to do exposure, which they get in US is definitely way higher, because all the companies, the tech companies are there. So the computer labs will be good. And the experience which they gain definitely is more there.
Okay.
No doubt in that. But we'll have to wait and see how things are changing, because looks like even you will have a branch of Harvard coming up in India. So by the time your child is going to be in coming out of school, I think Harvard will already have its campus in India.
Okay. Thank you, madam. Thank you very much.
Madam, there is a request from many that we should have a separate question and answer session whenever you're free.
Sure. We'll do that.
Good evening, ma'am. It was a nice presentation. And an exhaustive one as well. I have a small question to you that at present, what is the startup your daughter is associated with?
Startup?
If you can share, if it's not an
Yeah, my daughter's startup actually, because it has gone live, I can always tell you, it is called PassionNet. So 3 of them have together started this. And this is something related to what they have faced in their first year. Because as I told you, first year, she found it a little difficult to get internships in USA, because they always say you are an international student. And of course, you're a first year student only. So first year, there's no need for children to do internship. So this is where these children realize, that our juniors should not struggle. So they have developed a platform where children can upload their portfolio, everything, and they'll be connected with mentors and they'll be guided. And there are a lot of educative courses also available. So it's a mix of your Udemy, Udacity, whatever I've told you, where you get. So now you have to seek different platforms. If you want to connect with people, you go to LinkedIn. If you want internships, you go to different platforms. So now they have developed a platform where a child, submits a portfolio, and then it narrows down and connects for you the required courses for your style, and also connects you with the mentors. So everything is done on one platform.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Did she have any help from the current university in which she's studying?
Of course,
For the
that's what I
funding,
told you.
for
Yeah,
the
that's what I
funding or
told you.
something? Yeah.
Yes. Because she has taken entrepreneurship as one of her subject. So
Okay.
in entrepreneurship, they will, at the end of every month, they have to come up with an idea. So it's part and parcel of their project that they have to pitch up an idea. So that is when they came up with this idea, and they went to another college, and all of you have this pitching up competition now and then happening.
Yeah,
So when they
yeah,
pitched up their idea, they won $2,000. So that
yeah.
was a motivation for them, winning $2,000 for pitching one idea. And
Oh,
you
that's
also
a
have
good
a
one.
lot of people from that Michigan area. A lot of Michiganders come there, people who are doing business, people who are ready to invest. They come to these sort of colleges. It's a very small place, Michigan, you have about 3 or 4 colleges. So these investors come and they sit and listen to these ideas. If they are impressed with any of these, they start sponsoring. So they pay the whole money, and then they start taking it over.
And
So
what are her long-term plans, ma'am? Like what next? What is she planning to do next?
that's what I told you. It keeps changing. She started with astrophysics and quantum physics, and when she was in her grade 8, she got an opportunity to go on a study tour to Switzerland. So she went to CERN. When she went to CERN, from there she messaged me saying, "Amma, I found my dream destination. I'm going to be working for CERN only." I said, fine, okay. So I was very happy. Even the teachers who accompanied her said that she was just loved the place like anything, and she was asking questions after questions. She loved the CERN entire setup. But after getting into 11th standard physics, she decided she will never pursue a career in physics. She said, with this, my physics goes off, because 11th physics, I believe, it's really different.
I quite hard.
Probably
Yeah,
for
quite hard.
her, it was not. She was very much liking physics, but 11th physics, she understood that I don't want. So astrophysics, quantum physics, nuclear physics, everything went into the shelf after 11th, and then came the liking for CS.
No, at present with the CS, what is her next plan?
She's planning to do data science.
Okay.
Currently, what is her? She's in the end of her second year now. So 4 semesters she's finished. She has chances of graduating 1 semester earlier itself, because she is trying to finish off things a little faster. And her plan is, once she finishes her college, she will know where her startup, because already they have started off with it. Last week they launched it. So by another 2 years, when they're working on it, they will get to know where they stand with the startup. So if it takes off well, she says she will continue that. And also she has plans of working for 1 year in a corporate, just to know how the corporate feel is. If she is comfortable and happy there, she will continue. She doesn't want to do masters, though we are forcing her to do masters. Now she is saying maybe startup and corporate for 1 year. So if corporate is not her field of choice, then definitely she'll quit immediately, and she'll plan to do data science. So currently data science, cloud computing is what is her interest.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. And please convey best of luck wishes to her on behalf of all of us.
Thank you so much. And one more thing I should share here, that I told you that the first award that she won was Sheikh Hamdan Award, which she got when she was in grade 4. We applied for it. So on July, when the vacation started, she was in grade 4. So July, I got a call from her supervisor saying that your daughter, we are nominating your daughter from our school for this. So start applying for Hamdan Award. And I didn't even know what that award was. So I asked supervisor, ma'am, what is this award? She said, another child has won the award last year. So this year we feel that your daughter is capable. So start applying for it. So I don't know what to do, where to do. And when I approached the previous parent also, she said, it all depends on how you're going to build the portfolio. So I cannot share anything, because it should not be a copy. So definitely the chances of your child getting it becomes less, because it's unique. No, every child is unique. So I said, I totally accept it. So I went into the website, learned everything, and then we were called by the school in July, and we have to submit the file in December 2013. Okay, so you have to submit previous 3 academic years and 6 months of the current academic year. So grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, and 4th grade 4 or 6 months we have to submit. So 3.5 years retrospectively you have to do. Only 6 months you have ongoing. Rest 3 years is retrospective. So we were wondering what we will do. So when I went to the website, I was able to see that you need one talent. A talent is what a child has achieved excellently well, which means she has participated in a lot of competitions and she has already won. And they need 4 skills and 4 hobbies. So 4 skills means your child has got the skill and she has participated. She can win or it's okay, no problem. And in addition to that, they also need 4 hobbies. And they want an 8-minute video from the child. So all that we had to do was only the 8-minute video. We recorded it in Raw Studio because they're professional in that.
Okay.
So the rest all was ready at home. So which means she already had 4 hobbies. She had 4 skills and she had 1 talent. Her talent, as I told you, was drawing. So she had won so many competitions. So probably putting her in that summer camp in grade 2 made all the difference.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I was saying. So after that, if you're going to be running around, then it means as if you're preparing the child for that award. So here it was not like that. Everything was ready and she didn't have to do anything. Only we parents had to sit and collate all the records, put everything in the form of certificates or videos or show all the evidences as 100 PowerPoint slides to the committee, Hamdan committee. And then they call the child. They have 2 rounds of interview. And finally, the top alone gets chosen. So that's where, we didn't know all these things, but we started off because we wanted an overall good child. We don't want her to be only into academics. So that's where I said, from the beginning, if you start, it's easier for the parents and for the children.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks a lot.
So basically, preparedness of the child and preparedness of parents both is necessity. Child prepares academically, parents prepare financially and academically contribute for the child, right, madam? In that case.
True, very true. What are your children into doing? So which grade they are in, Dr. Deepak?
My daughter now she is going into grade 5, and son will be going into grade 2 now.
Nice, sweet. Enjoy the time with them.
Madam, yeah.
So here, do we have parents mostly from CBSE or other curriculum also?
Both the kids are in CBSE only. So we were clear we wanted CBSE because you have the options both back in India also and outside also.
Exactly.
There are mixed other views that one should also go to other syllabus and all. And as far as my observation is, NRIs have a huge headweight. Money comes and they want the best of the schools, spend more on it. These all things go on. That is what my analysis has been of many of the parents who want best schools is equal to best education is equal to best kid. That is what the concept is.
That's true. That's true. Ultimately, it all depends on the child. So
every child is unique.
Yeah, every child. It depends on the fire within the child. So if the child wants to do, the child need not be in Stanford or Harvard or Oxford to do well. The child can be even in an ordinary school. And my dad's, my grandfather's, paternal grandfather's brother is General K. Sundarji, who was the chief of the army staff. So my father always used to quote him as an example because I was put in a school which is just right across my house. My father used to tell me, I can hear the school bell ringing. So there were good schools, which was, a few kilometers we have to travel by bus. So my father used to tell, I don't find anything, whether you're studying in this school or that school, it ultimately narrows down to what you want to do. That's all. So if you want to be a good person, you don't have to travel all the distance and then study in that school only. Then he used to quote this Sundarji uncle. Sundarji uncle studied in a corporation school in one small village in Tamil Nadu. So from there, he rose to the rank of chief of the army staff. So that, somehow has got embedded in all our cells. And same thing we told to our daughter also. Finally, when she narrowed down to Michigan, we were a little concerned. We were a little feeling bad that she could have gone. But then she is extremely happy. So when the decision comes from them, final decision, ultimately comes from them, it's good for us also. Not impose on them.
When you mentioned about this army background, the respect we have for you keeps increasing more because they do a lot for the country.
Yeah.
I have seen many even parents shuffling, as you said, madam, within the syllabus. Many are confused, and even the kids get confused in the confusion of the parents.
It's very difficult. As tender kids,
Like
study for 1 or 2 years in this school, make friends. Suddenly, you pull them to another school. It's difficult.
now, when my daughter is going to fifth grade, she was like depressed that she's getting new friends. She's into a different section. So even change of the friends in the same group causes some amount of adjustment problems. And when the school starts, they will definitely adjust. That's a different thing. But they have lived 1 year with the same friends, and they are totally changing. Change of school is a different, drastic step, I feel.
True. I can start sharing wherever you want to tell me, about the various activities which keep happening, so in the society and all that.
Sure, madam. I've added you in that junior group. So please keep posting there because that group is not that active. When we have experienced people like you and you keep posting, it will benefit everyone actually. Any literature you have, you can just put it in the group. Anything. It is quite beneficial, madam. Very beneficial.
Yeah, sure. This is some topic, which is so close to my heart. I can go on also. I didn't even realize that I was close to the closing time, 8:30.
So I had kept 2 hours, 30 minutes.
But it must have been one-sided for you people to hear, no? But too much on the other side.
Yeah, so many people are requesting now for a question and answer session whenever you're free. So just let us know your convenient time so that it's a very important topic. I even one exhaustive thing will not do justice to it because there will be many questions. People will come up and groups are there. So this should be a continuous activity. Wealth creation is one thing, and kids' career development is also a continuous thing. So we are preparing financially. Kids also we should be imparting that skills to them.
True. Today I got to know that one child, he was in 11th when the parents came to me. He's a dentist practicing in LA. So morning I got a message that the child got acceptance in Purdue. So 11th, they were fresh when they came to me, and that's when my daughter joined college. So today it was nice to see that message. He got in Houston with a huge scholarship, University of Houston, but Purdue definitely is better ranked, and he's got the same mechanical. So nice to see, that. But counselors of late have started to charge very hefty money. So in UAE, the current trend is anywhere around 10,000 dirhams, somewhere around 9 to 10,000. It starts from that range. So you'll have to start enrolling your children in 11th or 12th. What I will say is that the counselor also will start doing sessions. And as I told, it's going to be the same way. They have a set format. It's going to be the same for all children. So if our child can be little outstanding, so if we can have the portfolio built from the beginning itself, then it's very easy for us. Child can only start concentrating on the studies in that crucial 11th and 12th, and whatever extra 1 or 2 points, fill that alone.
You can be a counselor for Indian students with more Indianist touch to it. You can see from your presentation, you're quite passionate about it.
Yeah, very much interested because so many students have got Hamdan Award also. Diana Award, not much. Only one student has got with our guidance. Have not been much into it, but Hamdan Award, lot of students have got to such an extent that our principal. I was doing it for outside of our school also. Like parents, when they get to know, no, they come to my house and then they take guidance from me and all that. Me and my husband, we used to regularly go to the school during that time, sit with the parents, and we have a Hamdan committee also. So I was the one who started that because it's not that we stop with our child. There are many children who deserve it, but their parents are not aware of it. So once you give them, some of them are ready to work hard. They just have to compile the data and they have to present it. So let many more children also get benefited by that. A lot of children, to such an extent that principal called me one day and said, "Doctor, stop doing this for other schools. You start doing it only for our school." So after that, at least for year after year, we've been sitting with the school committee. They choose about 20 students and call the parents, and we give a session to the school, and they prepare whatever they have. They compile all the certificates and they bring it to us. So we sit in the school with the school team. They sit and then we tell them certain changes here and there possible. And if they are ready to work on it, we've seen good results. It's not just the prize money that comes, the child goes on the stage and gets the award, not just for academics. You should say the title, Sheikh Hamdan Award for Distinguished Student category. So one criteria only is 200 points is given for academics. The extra 800 points goes for the other activities that the child is involved into, like what I told, giving back to the society, all that. So it's a nice feeling, to go on the stage and receive Hamdan Award for being a good person to the community.
What is your comparison financial aspect wise courses in India? Because the fees in India is also exorbitant now, versus the fees overseas of the same courses. What has been your experience, madam, in that case?
See, if you look at, I personally feel if you get scholarships, then definitely outside other countries is definitely good to study, because as I told, experience is better. India, I definitely feel the fees is lesser. India and Netherlands, the fees matches. So they can study definitely in Netherlands. India fees is way, way lesser. Here, definitely, I feel the fees is way higher. So instead of studying in UAE, parents can stretch a little more and put them back in some other country. So that is better. Yeah, it's very competitive also.
Yeah, true. Competitive, manipulative, and
But
even
I
the
think,
management seats are also quite significant there, actually.
yeah. But the chances of getting internships are all more in India, because the sectors are more. The chances of getting rejected as an international student is less. Here, there's one criteria. As an international student, you can always try next year. So that is not there. And as we see, a lot of new industries, new sectors are coming. So they want a good interns.
Does anyone have any other questions? We will definitely have, as madam has agreed to, a next question and answer session. But this session, do you have any other questions? I think we are done, madam, mostly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam. Namaste, madam. Thanks a lot.
Good
God
night.
bless you all, madam. Good night, madam. Good night.
Good night, all of you.
Good night.
The meeting has ended. Thank you for joining. Goodbye.